हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सेदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्।
Om Shri Sai Ram. With profound reverence, I offer my humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swami. I, Pritisha Tamang, batch 2025 from Sikkim, I'm honored to introduce our today's distinguished guest speaker for the today's session on the topic self-satisfaction, Dr. K.M. Ganesh. Dr. Ganesh joined Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning in the year 2002 for the BSc Honours program. He then went on to complete his MSc in Chemistry, Masters in Philosophy, and PhD in Analytical Chemistry. He then joined for postdoctoral research and has been associated with Medical Device Development Program at Star Labs in Central Research and Instrumental Facility of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. He is also pursuing his clinical study with Cardiology Department of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Medical Sciences, Prashanti Gram. He has been actively associated with cultural, service, sports, and spiritual activity of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. He has been conducted study circle sessions at awareness class and summer courses program of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning and has been member of panel discussions and study circle in Sri Sathya Sai Media Center. He has been delivered talks during Prashanti Vidwan Mahasabha and festivals in Sai Kulwandhal. He has been associated with Sri Sathya Sai National Leadership Program for Self-Transformation since 2022. With his vast experience and expertise, Dr. Ganesh is sure that he will inspire us with his words of wisdom. Jai Sai Ram.
Thank you, sister, for your kind introduction. I'll first share the screen. 1 second. Okay. Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering myself at Bhagwan's divine lotus feet. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. First, am I audible to everyone? Okay. I think yes.
Yes,
Fine.
you're audible and presentation is also visible.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so the topic which was given to me was self-satisfaction. Self-satisfaction can be a very subjective word. So first what I did was the thing that binds all of us, the factor which is the most common to all of us is Swami. And I wanted to understand what Swami talks about or Swami says about self-satisfaction. Then that is when we can really connect. Because otherwise, what gives satisfaction to one individual may be differing from another. So there are certain things and anecdotes and instances from Swami's life that I would like to share so that we have the same foundation or how we are pitching towards self-satisfaction. There is a commonality. Otherwise, it's a very, very subjective thing. Okay, so in discourse that Swami has given on self-satisfaction, wherever the word self-satisfaction has come, it is connected with this other three aspects. And Swami mentions that the base, if there is a house, if there is a mansion, the base is self-confidence. What Swami means when we say self-confidence is Atma Vishwas. Okay, this self, that is higher self, the Atma. Okay, not that going and giving a public talk or just sing well and all that. That is a different kind of self-confidence training that the youth is getting. First thing is faith in God, and that is the foundation. And when I talk about faith in God, this is the story. I mean, I'm going to share an incident. I happened to meet a devotee in 2008. He had got an interview, personal interview from Swami in the year 1972. He and his wife, and this story perhaps will be the base on which we have to, इसके ऊपर आधारित करेंगे हम लोग. We will base the whole discussion of self satisfaction. So Swami called them for interview, and of course they had a very beautiful interview. And one of the things that he asked Swami is, Swami, what do you expect us to be? All of us, all as young adults and young youth and all, we always ask our mentors in the organization, what is it that will please Swami? What is it that will make us near and dear to Swami? I mean, that is one thing which keeps driving us. So then Swami held their hand, Swami took their hand in his hand, and Swami told, all this will become ash one day. Okay, because everybody has to go one day. At that time, when you come to me in the heavens, when you come to me, I will not ask you how much money you have earned. Okay, what are the kind of achievements you have got, how much property you are having. Okay, I will ask you only one question. And that question is, how much of love that I have given you in your heart, you have shared with the rest of my creation? That is the only question I'm going to ask. I'm not going to ask you, what sadhana you did, or what kind of achievement, how big your mansion, or whether you got PhD degrees or this, that. I'm least bothered about it. The only question that I'll be asking is, and I repeat, Amy said very clearly, is when you come to me, I'll ask you how much of love that I gave you in your heart, you have shared with my creation. Okay. So that is going to be the ultimate kind of a defining leveler, I would say. If that perspective is clear, fine. Okay. Now that we have heard this story, we have to share love. We have to be loving to everybody. We have to do seva. All that comes. Okay. But again, there are issues like we have our own personal tendencies, we have our own vasanas, we have our own identity, So most of the time, the driving seat of our car, the mind is driving. It is not the conscience or Swami who's sitting there. Okay. So if it was so simple, probably yes, everybody would have transformed overnight. But it requires certain perspective and understanding and cultivation. Okay. See, when a farmer cultivates, there are weeds which keep coming, and you have to be patient enough to remove the weed. You have to be patient enough to plow the ground. So when Swami says, how much of love you have shared with my creation, is the only question. How do I share my love? Okay. Or how do I become flower which is fragrant? Okay. What is the procedure? What is the process? But even before that, I would also share one more incident where Swami was interacting with the MBA teachers. This happened sometime in 90s. And Swami was narrating an incident from Mahabharata where uh, Karna comes to know that Arjuna, whom he wanted to kill or defeat, uh, throughout his life, he wanted to show that he is the best archer. He was denied uh, training from Dronacharya, and he felt very insulted. He went to Parashurama. You know the whole story. So he was always rejected, rejected, rejected. He, throughout his life, it's a saga of rejection. Okay. Okay, whether it was Draupadi, rejection. Okay, whether he has to be a king, rejection. Okay. And because he went through a series of rejection, and all of us also go through sometimes in life a series of rejection. It is easy that when we get hurt, it is natural that sometimes we go and join a company which is, in his case, he joined Duryodhana because he was getting some recognition. But Duryodhana had his own vested interest. He knew that he's a very good archer and he can be used. So he was just using him like not a friend, but like an instrument. Okay, a potent missile kind of thing. So Swami told, when Karna came to know that actually the Pandavas were his own brother, he just broke down. Okay. And at that point, Swami also started crying And this you have to understand. Swami started crying, and Swami said, all of you are the same divine spark, the divinity. Okay. It is just that you all are ignorant. Okay. At least trust my word, because the day you realize that oneness, okay, you will feel the agony what Karna felt at that point. Because the kind of jealousy or hatred that you exuded towards the people around you, you will feel, why did I even do that? Why did I even hurt anybody? Because you are hurting yourself. It is surely that you are ignorant. You are seeing your body conscious. Okay. In fact, the material which I had shared in that, uh, there are 5 stages of evolution. So one of the stages is called Ghatakasha, Ghata, because the story which I picked up from one of the Chinakatha is, uh, that is the story of all of us. When we are born, we see, I am this. Okay, I am the. So in this particular stage, there is a pot, an earthen pot, which says, I am Ghatam. Ghata means start getting ailment. There were cracks in the Ghata and in the pot. So there was a separation. I am Ghata to I have got cracks. So that got, uh, that was a one stage of evolution. Then, of course, the Ghata goes into introspection, and it says, okay, the air which is inside me is the same air outside. Okay. So that is called Dharakasha. In that, so the reason I don't want to go into so much of technicality right now is, in fact, after sending the material, I introspected. Okay, I thought, okay, maybe more day-to-day grounded examples I would like to give. So if you just see the pot, what is inside and outside is the same. It's the air. Okay, and then you have to start thinking about it, and then you go into Chidakasha. Chidakasha is Chittam, and then once please trust my words when I say love, or if you revere me as your guru, please, out of respect for your guru or God, you should start trusting what he has told. So the beauty of faith is, you have to believe something which you cannot see. The gift is, you will start seeing what you used to believe or what you used to have faith. That is the gift.
Sairam Ganesh sir, can you
I
hear me?
can't say that I need experience. So I'm going to say that experience. Hello? Am I
So
audible?
Ganesh sir,
it's
yeah.
freezing and
Sairam sir, your internet, I think it's choppy between. So we lost you in between
Oh,
for 30 to 40 seconds previously.
oh, sorry. Am I clear now?
Sir, can you repeat past 1 minute if it is possible for the sake of students, please?
About,
Sir,
did I
we
speak?
lost you again. Sir, we lost you again.
Just a second. That's the traveling part. Okay. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir, it's audible.
Okay. Where exactly I got, remember the last 1 or 2 lines?
Sir, when you were telling about Swami's thing,
Yeah.
the Chin Katha, I believe. And sir, okay, sir, if you don't mind, we can try with the without video also, because in between now also it's breaking.
Okay. I will go with, I'll stop the video part 1 second. Hello,
Yeah,
am I
sir,
audible?
right now you're audible, but after going
Okay,
offline,
just give me a one minute. Okay, I will just change my phone connection.
sure, sir. Sairam, dear participants, meanwhile, sir would be joining. Anyone would like to raise the hand so that we can recollect the points where we, found the sir was not audible. I remember the Chinkata he was, telling about. So if anyone of you want to recollect the point and tell it to sir, like, where we lost him. Okay, I got Pratik as a hand raise. Sure, Pratik. Thanks for coming forward.
Yes, I am. Good morning, everyone.
Just wait. Let sir come.
Connection is unstable. One second. Unfortunately, I'm in a little remote place. One second.
Ganesh sir, if you want, I can share the PPT if you can quickly share it with me.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, I've changed I have switched to some other phone. I hope I'm really sorry for this inconvenience. Okay, fine. So,
No problem. Sir, would you like to share the PPT?
yeah, I can share the PPT. Should I email it to you? Yeah, I've not yet shared. Huh? Okay, one second,
No,
one second, one second.
it's unshared.
That's okay. Okay, I came out of that. Sure, one second. Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh, am I back?
Yes, sir, you're back.
Okay. I'll just try the video. If it goes fine, it's fine. Otherwise, we'll continue. Okay. So, I mean, till now, to quickly summarize where we lost. One is what Swami told the devotee, I'll ask you only one question: how much of love that I've shared you in your heart, you've shared with the rest of my creation. That is one thing. The second thing is the Karna story where he felt bad when he came to know about the fact that Pandavas were his own brothers. Same thing we'll also go through in our life. So that is why be good. Because at the end of the day, when you sleep, for example, Swami says that when you sleep at the end of the day, you've been good and you've been nice to everyone. You have a kind of contentment or a satisfaction which bolte na Atma Tripti, we call it, okay, which comes from within. And there's nothing that can substitute that. So we have to make it a way of life. Okay. But again, it is not as simple as it is said, because there are challenges. We'll come to those points. Okay. Moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So every human being, no, this also is a very important understanding that we need to have. Every human being has got four aspects. Okay. There is a divine aspect in us. There's a human aspect. There's an animal aspect, and there is a hidden demonic aspect also, because that's why when you read newspapers and when you see certain things, when people, is it really that a human being has done that? Okay, can even human beings do that? Okay. So in fact, Swami had in there was a devotee of Swami, Idi Amin. Okay, Idi was a dictator in Uganda, and when Swami had gone to Africa in the year 1968, he had told lots of Indians to vacate, to go, because there is going to be an invasion. Actually, Swami spoke to Idi Amin. He became Swami's devotee also. Swami took him to the spot where his family was massacred, and that turned him to what he became later. So Swami really touched his heart. But again, Swami, Swami, to some extent, Swami later told somebody that at the time of Ramayana, there was one Rakshasa who went and hid behind a cave, inside a cave, because Ravana had told very clearly, those who do not fight will get killed with my hand. And all the Rakshasas knew that anyway they're going to get killed. Okay, somehow they knew that Rama is going to kill everyone. So for him, the life was clear. So he went and hid inside the cave. And Swami told this Idi Amin as a reincarnation of that particular Rakshasa. So when Swami reveals certain things like that, no, casually, we get to know certain aspects within our own personality and people around us. Okay, so there are certain aspects which are demonic. Okay. Now, it is not to judge others. Simple story of a child, which a grandfather and a child, where the grandfather says to the child that inside everyone there is a white wolf and there's a black wolf. Okay. So the child asks the grandfather, who wins? A white wolf is a good wolf, black wolf is a bad wolf. Who wins? So the grandfather tells a very simple answer. He says, whomever you feed more becomes stronger, and that particular wolf wins. So same thing in our life, though. The moment we increase the good, we increase the input which is good in us, whether through satsang, which we are doing right now, whether reading Sai literature, whether doing Namasmarana, whether doing Seva, we are strengthening our good impulses. Okay, we are making the white wolf strong and the black wolf, because see what vasanas has come with us from our previous birth. Many of the things we are aware of it. Okay. Many of our are actually fighting our inside devils. Okay, so there's certain thoughts, what we call as bad thoughts. Okay, certain things which we feel ashamed to say, that's why we are in this. We have associated ourselves with Sathya Sai organization or Swami, because we want to overcome that and we want to embrace our human aspect and the divine aspect. Okay, and there's nothing wrong to feel ashamed of your animal aspect and demonic aspect, but you have to work on it. It is just like if you have got fever, you take antibiotics, medicine. Okay, and if the fever is not subsiding, you increase the dosage. Okay, so suppose you're supposed to take 500 mg 3 times or 5 times, 3 times a day for 5 days, and you take 5 mg and think, I'm not getting cured. It's just like, we are doing Namasmarana. Suppose you are supposed to do Gayatri Mantra 108 times in the morning, 108 times in the evening, which our ancestors, they used to do Trikala Sandhya. 3 times they used to chant Gayatri Mantra. That was a power. And they used to be healthy. At 90, 100 years also, they lived long, they were healthy. So Gayatri Mantra, Swami's squeezing in the Gayatri Mantra here is because Swami told you can give up any mantra, but never give up Gayatri Mantra. You just do Gayatri Mantra. Okay. Gayati iti Gayanti iti Gayatri. Means the one who chants Gayatri means it will protect you. Okay. Protect you from so many things that we can't even imagine. Okay. So, coming back to this. So, the main thing is we have to strengthen our divine aspect. Okay. The human aspect. What is human aspect? Human aspect, Swami says is, we have thought, we have word, we have action. Okay. How do you align thought, word, and action? If you are aligning the thought, word, and action, you're a human being. And the second most important feature of a human being is only it is in a human being, he has the capacity or she has the capacity to change themselves, to take yourself from the animal aspect to the divine aspect. See, the human aspect is a link between the divine and the animal aspect. Okay. So link in the sense so sometimes some days you're lazy. Okay. Some days you are very, very lazy. Okay. Some days you're very active. Okay. Some days you give in to your mind and do certain things which you know you're not supposed to be doing. Okay. It's where in one of the slides, yes, the next slide is Duryodhana's slide, which is the most biggest dilemma of all the youth today. In fact, there are two tragedies of life. The first is Duryodhana's dilemma, which day in and day out it happens. Janami dharmam nachame pravritti, janami adharmam nachame nivritti. I know what is good, I know what is dharma, but I'm not having the tendency, I'm not having the inclination to do it. And janami adharmam nachame pravritti. Nivritti. I know what is bad, what I'm not supposed to be doing, but I'm not able to stop myself from doing it. Okay. So the intensity is different from individual to individual. The tendency to do wrong, deviate is different from one person to another. Okay. But at least the first step is to be aware that such a thing exists. Okay, we are aware. Now, what you have to do is probably if you're taking 10 mg antibiotics, you have to start making a 50 to 100, 100 to uh, 200. So that is where you have to increase your sadhana. And you should, if you want to go for Olympics, the kind of training you have to do is a different level. If you want to do inter-school competition, it is different. If you want to be just healthy overall, it will be something different. Okay. So how much you're willing to go to stretch yourself, okay, come out of your comfort zone to make yourself the spiritual warriors, or, we don't want new identity, but what we want to be like a simple child who is dear to Swami. Okay. Because nothing in the world is more sweeter than Swami's love. Once you start experiencing, you'll know. And that is something I can say, brothers and sisters, is something which you should really yearn for. You should take Anusthanam. What we call Anusthanam is certain disciplines, and put condition to Swami. Swami, I'm going to give up this, and I will give up this for a period of 6 months, or 2 months, or 1 month. Okay. And I will start doing this as a substitution for 1 month, 2 month, 3 month. That's why Satya Sai, this is uh, uh, leadership transformation program. So as you see, when you give up certain things and when you start something, you will see the change in you. Okay. This is one thing, but you will see how Swami also, Swami told, in fact, you take one step, I'll take 100 steps. Means actually Swami is eagerly waiting. He is waiting to rush. The second type of tragedy is out of our control, like an accident happens. Okay. Earthquake happens. Okay. So something which is outside our control, which is, there's, one incident happened, it shattered the person's life and then he changed. We don't want to wait for that thing to happen. In fact, most of the reason why we are in that situation is we have ignored the type 1 kind of tragedy. We have just procrastinated, 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 procrastinated. So the best thing to do right now is to stop procrastinating, set smart goals, what we call as smart, specific, measurable, uh, achievable, relevant, time bound. Okay. And it is not just for professional goals, it is even when it comes to sadhana, also, you can put certain goals and move towards transformation. Okay. So that is one aspect. Uh, if you remember the mansion, one of the factors was sacrifice also. Okay. Uh, the foundation is faith in God, or self confidence, self being Atma, confidence that you have faith in it. The walls are self-satisfaction. Okay. Because the more content you are, no, the more you're connected with God, the more content you will be. Okay. So you know how to draw a boundary or a wall. But there is also something called sacrifice. Okay. Sacrifice means what? Again, next 2, 3 slides, I want to emphasize what sacrifice is. This is a story which I want to share quickly, where once Krishna was he was, of course, pretending God always wants to do a Leela to drive home a lesson. He was having severe headache, and Rukmini, Satyabhama, and everybody's running around, and Krishna is like literally crying. The headache is so bad. Narada comes and they're all like, "Why Krishna is in so much of pain. What is the remedy?" Somebody says, okay, I think Narada only says, Lord, you only tell the remedy. Okay, you have the remedy for everything. And he says, the remedy for this is the dust from the feet of my devotees. Okay, if any of you can just give me little dust from your feet, I can put it on my head. and the pain will go. But they said that how can we give the dust from our feet, to you? It is one of the Ghor papam. Okay, how can the feet of a tuch prani, we say, no? So this also is a kind of ego. To always say, hum to tuch hai, we are very. Ego is any identity, okay? You don't have to identify with anything. So they're saying, no, 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 no. They're failing to see that Krishna is still suffering. The main focus should be how to remove Krishna's suffering, not that how can I give, and if I do that, I'll go to hell. You're actually subconsciously, if you see, you're selfish. So then Krishna says, okay, go to Gopikas, they will give. So Narada goes, and Narada knew in his mind, he thought that Gopikas also will have the same reaction. So when Gopikas, they went, Nanda went to the Gopikas and told this. Gopikas immediately, they went on the mud. Actually, they stamped over it and they collected the mud and gave, please. Nanda said, are you not afraid of doing the sin of committing this gross sin that, the mud from your feet is going to touch Lord's feet? What kind of hell you will be going? They say, we are not worried about rotting in the hell for millions of years, as long as Krishna's headache is relieved, even for a moment. See the devotion and love. Okay. So that is real sacrifice. Okay. You're ready to go through hell so that your beloved is relieved of pain or is happy. Okay. One more beautiful story. Okay. Where the it's about small sibling. Okay. Some 8-year-old, 12-year-old kid. So the brother and sisters. So one of the kid was in a critical condition and he required little amount of blood. And in that emergency, they were not getting the blood group. So they asked uh, sister, the child girl, that can you give your blood to your brother? Okay. So at that time, the child thought that she has to give the complete blood. Okay. She thought she has to give all her blood so that her brother will survive and she will die. That's what she thought. And she thought for a few seconds, then she told, okay. And she gave blood. Okay. As she was giving blood, the boy recovered and she asked, what? My full blood is not required. Then the parents and the doctors realized that for a child, a 10-year-old child, to make a decision at that point when they asked her for blood, she actually thought that she's going to give up her life because she has to save the brother. Okay. So you are willing to give up that is real sacrifice. Peace, the boldness and the courage. And what is the kind of sacrifice we are struggling with? You can see in this scene. This is actually an image. I wanted to get an image where Swami is sitting in a dining hall and eating with rest of the. So I got one image. This is in Hatshi. Okay, Swami had gone to Hatshi in Hatshi, Pune, 2010, 9-10. Okay, and but this incident that I'm going to narrate is which has happened is sometime in 80s. Okay, and where Swami was dining with some senior devotees and. One of the senior devotee, I will not call out his name because he is very well known, but the message is important. Of course, he's no more now. So he when of course when Swami is a very good host, okay, when the food was being served, Swami was monitoring that everybody's plate is full and all that. So that time the serving boy comes with salad, and that guy looks at Mr. A, I will call it. Okay, Mr. A looks at that person and says, I don't want this salad. Okay. Swami said, put cucumber. Put. So no, then he told, no, Swami, I have given up cucumber in my life. Okay. Then Swami told, yes, I know. In fact, some 30, 40 years back, when you had gone to Banaras, when you go to Kashi, it's it's a pratha, it's a belief that you should give up something which is very dear to you. And you sat there, okay, in the Ganga, you pray. What is it that I do not like? And you hated cucumber. Okay. When you told, oh Shiva, I will give up cucumber for the rest of my life. Okay. I was listening 40 years ago when you did this prayer. No, I want you to eat that cucumber. So then Swami told, see, you sacrifice something which you do not like. You like, not that you, something that you do not like. If you don't like Rela, if I don't like bitter God, and I say, God, I am sacrificing bitter gourd, that is not sacrifice. Okay, that is not sacrifice. Okay, so this is a very funny but a very interesting episode. One more funny incident I will tell you what kind of sacrifice we are struggling to. So we used to go for Gram Seva and we used to cover 150 villages, every year during Navratri. It was a 9 to 10 days program where uh, the students from all the campuses will go into the villages and sisters from Anantpur campuses, they will be making the puliora packets in the night. Full night, they will be making. Even the primary school children, they were involved in packing. So everybody, when the bridge between India and Lanka was being built, even Squirrel went and participated by, carrying some sand. So even the standard one, standard two kids also did their part of folding the papers and packing. Everybody was involved. So I remember one of the days when we were doing this Gram Seva, where we go to the village and we go to the house, we say, Sai Baba Prasadam Pampincharu. Swami has sent his prasadam. And you should look at the face of the um, uh, villagers when they come out and when they are receiving Swami's prasadam. Entamandi unnaru, how many people are there? And as many, suppose they say 8 people or 10 people will give as many food packets and laddus. So that was it is one of the very beautiful, memorable experiences of my life, at least, and all the students, thousands of students who participated in Gram Seva. So one funny thing, when you're doing Seva, you learn a lot of things, and it comes like an insight. So in one of the days we were put in laddu tractor. Okay, there were a lot of. We always used to carry surplus laddus because sometimes we end up going to a school where school is going on. So we, instead of giving food packets, we'll give laddus in the school because food packets anyway will go to the house of the children. So one of my classmate, I remember, he was just distributing laddus like this, like this, like this. He was giving, come, small kids, and children, they love laddu sweet. 4, 5. I was thinking, what you're doing, brother? Okay, you're supposed to give one laddu. No, brother, no, Ganesh, you should not be selfish. We should give. And like that he was telling. I told, what? I am not being selfish, okay? One, at that moment, one child comes and tells, Annaya, can I get your cap? Okay. So, child was interested in the cap, okay? Then he told, this cap I cannot give. I can give laddu. You can take as many laddus as you want. He told, wait. The child wants cap, okay? You give cap. Then he told, no, this cap, how can I give, man? The rest of the day, it is sunny. How can I give the cap? Then he looked at the kid. Kid was also like, no, I want cap only. He told, okay. So then, of course, he did not give the cap, okay? It occurred to both of us after some time when we were, see, when you're giving prasadam, no, Swami was sending, okay? You're doing it. Okay. The moment the child, Swami sends the child to test you, give me your cap or your, it becomes yours. Okay. It is so difficult to let go of things. So we are so attached to our belongings. No, we don't even know. So when you go for Gram Seva and all that, when you come back, you feel I did Gram Seva, but actually you introspect. Everything Swami has given us. Okay. Even tomorrow, when you are part of an organization, when you're putting money from your pocket, also, all of us are I mean, it's Yatha Shakti, each individual gives. Okay. It's not that money. Money is one contribution, time is a contribution, energy is everything is a contribution. It's an offering to Swami. Remember, whether it is money, whether it is time, whether it is energy, whether it is your youthful exuberance, everything is God's gift. What is yours? It is God's gift. And even the platform of doing seva and opportunity to the whole situation is created by God. Okay. So that you shift towards your more divine aspect and experience the divine rather than remain at the animal level. Because so many human beings we have taken. Okay. When we wake up, when will we start walking towards our divine aspect and realize the divine aspect? It is only through engaging in these Gram Seva or Namasmarana, we realize. See, the last thing was self-realization. Okay, you have to realize what self, what Atma, Sakshatkar. Okay, so all this is in preparation to the ultimate thing. The mention of Swami says the foundation is Atma Vishwas, self-confidence. The walls are self-satisfaction. The roof is self-sacrifice. That's why ceiling on desire. Have a ceiling on desire. Otherwise, there's no vertical limit. And then you sit inside with self-realization. That is the journey. That's where the self-satisfaction comes. Okay. Now, what is the attitude that we need to cultivate? If you look at this image, Again, this is picked up from Swami's Chinnakatha, where Swami says, woman, Grihani, she wanted to go for marriage and she was ready, getting ready, and suddenly she realized the locker of her house, no, the locker in which all her jewelries, ornaments were kept, was missing. Chabi ghum gaya. Okay, searching, and she's not able to find where the keys are. Now she's panicking because now she's getting delayed to go to the marriage. So she goes to her neighbor's house and says, Auntie, uh, see, I've lost my thing. Can I borrow some jewelry? Because I cannot simply go like this with a sari, no? So she says, why not? Then she in fact comes to her house. Now you can see in the left side photograph, she's decking her up with all the jewelries and all that. And then she goes and attends the marriage. Now, in the marriage, everybody is coming and praising, Kya lag rahi ho? Wow, you're looking so beautiful. You're looking so. So all the time she's accepting the praise and compliment, but at the same time she's aware that it doesn't belong to her. She has borrowed it from the neighbors, her neighbor. Okay, though she's taking all the compliment, she's happy. Of course, if anybody compliments you, you'll take it generously. She's aware that the ornaments do not belong to her. It is her neighbors. Then Swami says, same way, your children. No, Swami was talking about the context of children are God's gift to you. Okay, when children are at home, whether people praise or not, but you are happy. Okay, and the kind of happiness the children give, nobody can give. But remember, it is God's same way. It is God's gift, same way. Whether it is your talent, is a thing. What a talent is God's gift to you. What you do with the talent is your gift back to God. Please write this down. What talent is God's gift to you. Talent is God's gift to you. What you do with the talent is your gift back to God. Okay, whether it is speaking, whether it is any talent for that matter. Talent is not like, you have to be smart and all that. Talent is anything that you can do. Creativity, that is a talent. Okay, writing is a talent. Okay, the way you work, the way you organize yourself is a talent. Okay, but how do you shape it, develop it to realize your divinity? Okay, realize the God highest possibility. Okay, and in the form of love, do it love. Don't do it mechanically. Do it with love. As Swami said, I'll ask you only one thing: how much of love that I've given you in the heart, you have shared with my creation. Always do it with love. So one of the place where we normally get is like so there's a famous technique of trapping a monkey. The monkey, they put a pot, okay, of the size of the hole of the pot, the mouth of the pot is just enough when you can put its hand inside it. Okay, the monkey can put its hand inside, but when it pinches the groundnut or whatever is kept, no, the fist is bigger than the mouth of that. It is not able to remove it. Most of the things in our life, no, we are holding on to certain things and we are saying we are stuck. All you have to do is let go. Let go. Let go. You will see how your life will change. Many times, no, we are holding things and we are saying we are stuck. We are stuck. Okay. And we feel trapped. One more example. See, there are certain responsibilities in our life. When we come, we are being given certain responsibilities. Okay. Actually, no, it is not the responsibilities which makes us drained. It is, we are still holding it. For example, Swami says, in one of the analogy, this comes, if you hold a glass of water, you can hold it for a minute comfortably, maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. We do it. 1 minute also, when you're in a party, you hold a cup, like that. But suppose you're holding it for 1 hour, you can feel that it is becoming, your hands are becoming numb. You hold it for 2-3 hours, no, your hand starts becoming numb. Keep it going. Still you're holding. If you hold it for a day, you can imagine you'll have a paralysis on it. And it will fall off your hand. The moral that I want to drive home is many of the things you give as much attention it requires. Don't keep holding it in your mind. If you hold it like a loop, no, my brain will become numb. It will become numb just as your hand is becoming numb, no. Give as much importance as anything in your life. Everything will come seeking your attention. It is demand your attention. Any problem is seeking your attention. Give its due importance and move to the next one. Okay. And if some problems take a lot of time, I can give. Even when you're meditating, for example, suddenly you remember you're doing dhyana and, oh, today I have to finish this, I have to finish this. Okay. If it is coming again and again, just tell your mind, wait a minute. Take out a notepad, write it. I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Tell your mind, I'm addressing it. Stop worrying now. Come back to the meditation. Then you'll see the mind will, because you have to treat your mind like that. You have to talk. You have to treat your mind. Come back. Okay, come back. Okay, and address it. Come back. Again, it is showing unstable connection. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Till now, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Sairam. Yes.
Yes. Now, one more concept that we have to understand. It's something which is ingrained in most of us. Don't talk about money. Okay. Money means you're a selfish guy and all that. Okay. Especially the youth. Okay. If you're into seva and all that. Okay. Let me tell you, Artha has got its very important role. Very means it is equally important in the four Purusharthas that our Hindu Sanatan Samskriti has given us. Okay. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. It is one. And Kama, desire also, you are made to feel guilty that you should not have desires. Just feeling on desires. Swami never said no desire. It is impractical to function in the world if you don't have desire. It is impractical to function in the world if you don't have money. But they have their own place. Okay. Now if you see Dharma, Artha, Kama, and finally Moksha. If I were to say no, suppose this is Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Okay. First thing is Dharma. Okay. Why Dharma? Because we have the end thing in mind. Okay. Moksha, Mohakshaya, merging with the God. Dharma is very important. So whatever you earn should be within the purview of Dharma. Okay. Whatever you have the desire should be within the purview of Dharma. If you see, the Artha and Kama both are connected to Dharma in this image. If a Kama desires Dharma, adharmic, okay, then you should not pursue it. Kama, which is connected to Dharma, Artha, which is earned through dharmic way, and if that connection is fine, then of course you can earn money, satisfies that desire, the Artha and Kama connection. What is happening is the two arrows which are connecting Dharma, Artha, and Dharma and Kama, if it is disconnected, we are caught between the cycle of Artha and Kama, that we want to earn more so that we satisfy more desire, and we have unlimited desire. So we need unlimited wealth. Now for unlimited wealth, obviously you have to do adharmic things. Taking commission or bribing, this, that, and all that. Forget moksha. Moksha becomes out of syllabus, then forget it. Okay. And really, at the end of life, no, forget end of life. Even as you're living, no, when you don't have to wait till your 60s, 70s, 80s. Within a matter of no time, no, you'll start feeling there's emptiness inside. Okay. Because you're disconnected from your true self, God. Whereas if you're within the boundaries of Dharma, Artha, Kama, okay, you're connected. If you're respecting the boundary condition, okay, then I'm not saying be complacent, don't strive for excellence. So yoga karmasu kaushalam. So there should be excellence in planning, excellence in strategizing, excellence that should be there. Okay. And you should be very astute in that. The money comes naturally. It's a byproduct. Okay. But all that should be within the boundary of dharma. That is what I want to say in this context. Okay. This is one very important, beautiful equation. If you look at it, you can write it down. Okay. Number of desires satisfied divided by number of desires. I'm sorry. It's actually 1 second. Both number of desires satisfied, it should be entertained. Okay. Okay. So this is the happiness index, number of desires satisfied divided by number of desires entertained. How much you entertain. So if the denominator becomes less, no, so unnecessary desires we are having. Okay, that's why I was saying that you have to be very clear how you define your desire and how you define your need. The lesser the desire, okay, you will see that your happiness index automatically goes. The more you desire, you've got 100 desires and only one or two is getting fulfilled, you'll always feel unhappy. Okay. But if you have 10 dharmic, I'm not saying, see, very important. When I say dharmic, doesn't mean I'm talking about religious aspect. Okay. What is good and what is right? That's what I mean. Okay. Please don't misunderstand that I'm talking dharmic means you should be in some temple mode or some. No. Dharma, dhareti iti dharma means in the context in which I'm talking about dharma is righteousness. Okay, righteousness. Okay. So I hope this equation is clear. The problem, this is a anecdote of the problem that we actually, after knowing all this, no, till now we are, what time it is? We are already 54 minutes into the presentation. After knowing all this also, no, what happens when somebody says, okay, brother, uh, as soon as the sun rises, no, now I am giving you an opportunity. Okay, you run in that direction. Okay, and as far as you can run, and by the end of the day, when the sun sets, no, when you come back and reach this point, the whole land will be yours. Now, what happens with the mind is we start running, not realizing that as the sun rises, it becomes hot, we become tired. Okay. If you have not defined, okay, if you thought, okay, I'll run 10 kilometers and come back 10 kilometers, fine. I'm satisfied. This is enough. But the problem with the mind is it wants unlimited thing. It is never satiated. You run, and then you're not able to come back half day, you collapse. You get nothing. Okay, that's why you see some politicians, some people know they have got crores, 1,000 crores money in Switzerland or this. You really think even 7, 10, what are you going to do it? Okay, it is such a thing which is so repelling it is. Okay. Or you want to attend a buffet where 100 variety of food is there. You can't, I mean, this is demonic. This is demonic tendency. I'm not even animals. Animals they eat when they're hungry. But demons, no, they
Sir, can't hear you once. You are not audible, and even the video is frozen. Hello, sir. Even video is frozen, sir.
Sairam, brothers and sisters, we request you to wait for sometimes we'll come back to you in 2-3 minutes. Sairam, sir. Sir, your voice is breaking again.
Even picture is frozen, sister.
Sairam, sir, your voice is breaking again. Sairam, brothers and sisters, we request you all to wait for 2-3 minutes. I think we lost Ganesh sir connections. We'll get back to him soon. Sairam, sir is joining in a minute.
Sairam organizing team. Can I say something if I can?
Yes, sister.
My only request is actually, sir is talking very valuable things. I have been writing everything till now. I would like any of you to present the PPT and let sir turn off the video and just let him speak. Because
Sure.
in between we are losing his words. Few words we are losing. Maybe entirely he's audible, but few words we are not able to listen. If that's my kind request, if that is possible.
Sure, sister. Noted. Yeah, we request
Thank
him.
you.
Sure.
Speak, ma'am.
Okay, Sairam. Meanwhile, sir is joining. Let me ask one simple question. Anybody's facing any problem or any challenge while accessing LMS, you can raise your hand because we are from the learning management system team also. So I would like to take this opportunity meanwhile sir is joining. If anyone feels any issue. Okay, Priyanka, okay. May I know what is the issue, Priyanka sister?
Sairam, I have finished my LMS. I have done the pre-reading material. I have read it entirely and then marked it well before the deadline time. But it says not completed when I've received a message from our Mitra on the group. So I wanted to understand what is the problem in that.
Okay, so send the detail to Mitra. So Mitra will route it to LMS team. We'll get back on this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Next,
I'm back.
Ravi brother. Okay, sir is back, I believe. Ganesh sir, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. Actually, there's been heavy rain, so little net issues there. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Can I
Sir,
resume the presentation?
Sure, sir. Or sir, if you want us to share the presentation, you can share. I texted you also, sir. I mean, just in case if network becomes.
So we are next to two more slides are there. We'll finish it quickly. Okay. It's
Sure.
okay now.
So we lost you, sir, when you were telling about something that's demonic kind of thing.
Yeah. So basically, anything unlimited, no? I want unlimited money, or I want unlimited food, or anything where the word unlimited comes, no? Anything that is demonic thing. Okay, this is asuric pravriti. They will go and do tapasya, and they will even try to defeat Indra. And if you go into mythology, you will see they want unlimited. So anywhere, anything talking about is unlimited, no? You have to become very alert. Okay, because in this limited world we are living, which has limited time, everything is defined. There is a ceiling. Okay, that is how it is designed. Okay, but if you are aspiring something which is unlimited, but if you're in that illusion that you will get unlimited, no, you're fooling yourself, and your driver, that thing is coming. It is a demonic impulse, and you should not entertain it. You should not entertain it. Okay. Should I now? I'll share my PPT. 1 second. Share. Post disabled participants screening share.
Sir, please try this.
And share. Ready? So basically, this particular slide is a very important slide. Now that we are connected for this 1.5 hours, all the participants, whether 300 participants who are joining in this Sri Sathya Sai uh, leadership program for self-transformation, part of Sathya Sai organizations, what happens is most of us live a very compartmentalized life. Okay. Well, now this is Sai time, now this is food time, now this is, which is fine. At a functional level, at an operational level, we have to do it. But we should cultivate something what we call as mindfulness. And mindfulness is not something which is alien to all of us. All of you, I'm sure, go to office by driving a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler. Okay. And when you're driving, first image, if you see on the top left side of the slide, when a person is driving a car, okay, he may be talking to the person sitting next to him, or even listening to a music, or listening to some discourse, or sometimes some people are trying to grab some sandwich while driving. Okay, I'm not saying it's an ideal practice, but all the time they're mindful of what is happening on the road because they're driving, they're on a move. Okay, whether there's a car which suddenly puts a brake, or there's a cow which is passing by, or there's a manhole, they're mindful of what is happening on the road. So many activities. Okay, go to the second image where this is where our mothers are expert. Okay, they are cooking rice, they're cooking vegetables. Okay, now at the same time she's chopping carrot and tomato. They know what to put first. Okay, they're mindful. The tomato cooks faster. Potato cooks takes more time to cook, so you put potato first. You put tomato later. The sequence, and at the same time in the next gas, she of course once you put the rice, it is cooking on its own. But you are always mindful. If you are little bit disturbed or distracted, no masala, something will go wrong. And this is not an occasional thing. Day in and day out, she's doing it every day. Once in a while, very rarely, salt is less or something like that. But if you see, you learn something from our mothers. They are mindful when they are in the kitchen because they are doing multiple activities. They are putting the washing machine somewhere. She has to go and dry. The way she manages time, multitasking, what we call it, At the same time, she's always mindful of what all is happening in her surrounding. Third thing is, of course, Swami's example. Swami gives village woman, they carry 2, 3, 4 pots on their head. Okay, they may be chatting, they may be, they're always balancing the pot one above the other. They never forget that they're carrying the pot. At the same time, they're also thinking about the child which she has left in the cradle. I think her piece of the steps are also. The key thing is, mindfulness is you're doing so many activities, but you're always attentive to what is happening. Being it is a road in the context of ladies carrying the pot, uh, it is uh, uh, it is the pots which she is balancing. Did I lose? Am I connected, or there was a connection problem? Am I fine?
There was a problem, sir, a few minutes back. Now it's fine, sir.
Now it is fine. Okay. So the thing is, what I'm saying is cultivating this mindfulness of presence of God. In our context, presence of Swami. If I'm doing it, Swami is watching. How will I do it? Okay. We have to cultivate this attitude of being mindful that Swami is watching us, and not only that Swami is watching us, Swami is within everyone. Coming back to the first story that Swami says, how much of love, when you do something lovingly, you do it perfectly. You want to give the best. Okay. So, though I'm not able to give my best right now because of the internet issue, it is Adi Bhautika. It is not in my control. If you see, there are two tragedies. One is Adi Bhautika and what you are doing. So, certain things which is outside my control, I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry, Swami, but okay, it is situational. I'm trying to do the best. I'm sure if if you find something wrong with the PPT, there was a spelling mistake in the equation of which I corrected immediately. But what I want to say is the intention should always be good. The intention should be pure, that you're giving your best, yatha shakti. Okay. And that comes when you're mindful that God is watching and you're answerable to him. Okay. That is what it is. Okay. Going to the next slide. Okay. Where there should be no limit to satisfaction. I was saying that anything unlimited is bad, but there's one place where you should not be satisfied. Okay. And what is it? So this is several years after Mahabharata. Also, Krishna and Arjuna are walking next to Yamuna, and they were like, then Krishna tells Arjuna, "I'll tell you one thing to do. You should not question it. You really do it." Arjuna says, "What, Lord? Whatever you have executed. All this. No, all that dialogues you don't give, because the moment I tell you, you will hesitate." Then Arjuna says, "Try me." And Krishna says, "See, Subhadra. Subhadra is Arjuna's wife and Krishna's sister. Subhadra's time is over in this earth. She has to go back." Okay. And in those days, no, they used to give up the body in the river. They used to, and Jala Samadhi, or they used to enter the water and give up the body. Rama did. Okay. So Krishna orders Arjuna that take Subhadra and go into Yamuna. Okay. And come back. So already Arjuna is emotional. He's thinking about his wife and his little, obviously shattered inside. Okay. But then as he's walking, Krishna tells him, "See, when you're leaving her inside Yamuna and coming out, no, you should not turn back." Now, when Krishna says something, you have to be always attentive. Nothing is casual in God's word. Okay. You should not take God's words casually. There's a profound meaning in every comma, full stop also. Even when he pauses, no. In fact, one of our sir, Bhagya sir, used to say, when Swami talks to you, listen carefully. But when Swami jokes, no, write it down. Because there is so much meaning inside it. Okay. So after 20 years, 40 years, you'll realize what Swami meant. Okay. So, Arjuna also looks at Krishna and says, "What is this that he's saying? Okay, he won't turn back." Okay. Already is very, but anyway, he walks and then he goes with Subhadra. They have a long walk, and Arjuna is very emotional. He knows that this is the final walk. And then he goes inside the river and leaves Subhadra and comes out. As he's coming out, no, all said and done, the emotion of a husband, attachment or feeling, whatever it is, he involuntarily turns back. बोलते हैं ना, जाते समय even when we are leaving home, sometimes some of our friends, sometimes we turn back and say bye bye, tata, like that. He turns back, and when he turns back, no, he sees a demoness is flying out of water and flying off. Okay. So he's shocked that how come his own wife was a demoness. But again, he thinks, okay, even Bhima's wife was Hidimbi, she was a demoness. How can Krishna's own sister can be a demoness? Okay. So he comes running to Krishna, and Krishna, being omniscient, he knew what has happened. Krishna starts admonishing him. Why did you look back? Arjuna says, I'm sorry, Lord. I have seen what I've seen, but I demand an explanation. How can all these years know his wife was a demoness? So, okay, all that is fine. But how can your own sister be a demoness? So Krishna explains that in the time of Treta Yuga, when I came down as Rama and when I had come to Lanka, there was a Rakshasi by name Trijata. So Trijata, the moment she saw Rama, no, she had this desire that I want to be close to this person. Okay, the desire was I want to be close to be this person as a wife or as a sister, because if you're close to a person as a sister, at least first 20 years you will be close to your brother, okay, or as a wife the rest of the life after marriage. Desire was there, and because she had the punyam of taking care of Mother Sita for 10 months, giving moral support when she was going through a very tough time where she was being threatened that she would be killed by Ravana, she gave moral support. So she had the punyam also. So she had the desire and she had the prapti, the punyam also. And because of that, because we both are Nara and Narayana, okay, so she took birth as Subhadra, where she became my sister, and I was her brother, and the Nara became the husband. So that is the significance of that thing. When Swami was sharing the story to a group of Balvikas gurus in the Purnachandra auditorium sometime in 2000, Swami told, this is the story, okay, but let me tell you the real import or the message of the story. You all people have come. You have taken Pad Namaskar Darshan. Okay. Don't think that, okay, I have reached it. Okay. Even the relatives, even if you're a relative of an avatar, if you don't do your personal sadhana day in and day out, every day, if you're not doing, you will go back to the original state in which you came. Okay. And then Swami explained also, says, when Pandavas went to Vanavasa, it was Draupadi who came along with the Pandavas. Okay. Subhadra never came. She enjoyed her life throughout. Okay. Krishna's sister. Okay. She never did any sadhana. She just enjoyed. Prapti was there. She enjoyed. Okay. The moment the Prapti got over, from the moment the Prapti got over, no, she had to go back to the original realm from where she came. It is a message to all of us also. Just because we have seen Swami or we have found Satya Sai Seva organization, I'm doing once a week a seva or once a month a grand seva, once a year a mega grand seva. No. Every single day you should do your personal sadhana. Okay, every single day you should be committed to do the personal sadhana. And that is one thing when we should not never get satisfied. And the devotee whom I was referring to the first in the beginning of the presentation, who asked Swami, what is the special message? And Swami said, how much of love that I've given. The Swami told the devotee asked Swami, till when we should do sadhana? Swami says, the fact that you're breathing means sadhana is left. The fact that you're breathing means sadhana is left. So, till we are in this body, sadhana means what? Okay, different definitions are, but sadhana says putting your mind on God through namasmaranam, through seva. You're seeing, let's say, Madhav Seva is Madhav Seva. You're seeing the Narayana, the person whom you're serving. Okay, and actually, when you're serving, you feel happy because when you see somebody suffering, to remove the pain from your heart that the other person is suffering, you're doing the seva and the other person is getting relief. So actually you are getting benefited. Okay, so that should develop gratitude and love, not ego. Okay. So when it comes to sadhana, never be satisfied. Just see how you can upskill yourself. In the matter of sadhana, the thing I want to tell, many times, whether it is sadhana or helping others, do it within your boundary limits. Okay, suppose somebody is in financial issue, don't start taking loan and try to help somebody. Then it is adhika prasangam. Okay, people go to the way. Do yatha shakti. What is your capacity and do within that, and more than that, Swami says, if you cannot oblige, obligingly. Okay, I have burnt my fingers in some ways. Okay, like that. And if you actually, and not just money, so many things. Don't get into somebody else's role just because the person is trying to escape, and you want to be a hero in Swami's eyes. The story of Swami is Chintakatha only, that there was a marriage in the village, and a lot of silk saris and costly silk dhotis were given to the dhobi. He full day he was busy washing and ironing, and he was so tired he slept off. So night time, and because he was so busy washing and ironing, he forgot to feed the dog. Okay, he forgot to feed his dog, and the dog was very upset. In the night when the thief came, the dog, out of anger over the dhobi, that how can he forget me, he did not bark. So donkey tells the dog, hey, dog, the thief is coming. Why don't you alert the master? He says, no, why should I? Let him suffer. Yeah, he forgot me out. Then donkey, out of his goodwill, he started braying. Okay, he started making noise. And the master was sleeping. No, he got irritated, came and nicely beat the donkey. Donkey's job portfolio is what? To carry the clothes, not to bray. The dog's portfolio is to bark. Okay. So Swami gives an example, and it is there in Bhagavad Gita also. The Bhagavad Gita sloka is Shreyan Sadharma Vigunaha Paradharmat Tapu Nishchitat Sudharme Nidhanam Shreya Paradharmo Bhayavaha. Okay. Pardon my Sanskrit, it is not so fluent, but it is better to perform one's own duty imperfectly than perform another's duty perfectly. One does not incur sin by doing the prescribed, what is it? It's blocking. Doing the duty prescribed according to one's own nature. So this is also a very important input that we have to keep in mind. Okay, do your duty, even if it is imperfect, but do your duty. Don't get into other people's business. Help others. You can take. I'm not saying that you should not use your discrimination. Fundamentally, use your discrimination. In one of this, I think is the second last slide, and after that I will end. One of the tri-session interactions when we were 12th standard boys, of course, I joined for my undergraduation, but my classmates shared. Swami asked the students, now that you finished 12th, you'll be going out, you'll go to college and all that. Who do you the most? Some boys said, Swami, you, Swami. Swami said, no. Swami, our parents. Swami said, no. Then they told Swami, you only give answer. Okay, whom do you owe the most? Whom should you have the maximum gratitude? And then Swami said, society. And then Swami gave example. The rice that you eat, before it reaches your mouth, it has gone through so many processes, so many people are behind for the rice, simple thing like a rice or a water to come. So we take things for granted, but just when you're taking bath, there's somebody who's pumping, there's somebody who's cleaned the tank, from the central tank, it has come to your house. There are so many plumbers. This is about water, about food. And if you talk about vegetables, there's so many things, for that thing to come to you, reach to you, so many people are involved. Now you may think, okay, we are paying for it. No, that is arrogance. That is not how you should think. Okay, everything cannot be brought by money. So when you're mindful that you have to have that attitude of gratitude, that Janta is Janardhan, it is God in everyone. Obviously, you will experience the divinity from within. Okay, so Swami says, have gratitude for the society. The most important, you should have gratitude for the society. And this is the last slide that I'm going to leave you with. I mean, of course, this is not from Swami's discourse, but see, when we talk about this concept of Ikigai, it's very popular. But if you look at the top circle, the green circle is basically what you love to do. Okay. But when you talk about from Swami's perspective, okay, you should see what the world requires again. So that is a pink circle. So what you love to do and what the world requires. And many times it is not that what we love to do, we are good at it. So you should develop skill. Okay, some people think they're great bhajan singers. When they sing, we know. I mean, with all due respect. Okay. So singing, okay, we should also do practice to improve singing. Of course, the world also will be ready to listen to that bhajans. And of course, in this, the monetizing aspect is not there when we come to seva and all that, but that also dharma, artha, kama, moksha. If anything that is monetizing, why I'm bringing the point of monetizing is when you're working 8 hours of your life in 24 hours goes in one, 6 to 8 hours. And if you're not happy, if you don't love what you work, you will never be satisfied. Okay. So we're talking about the satisfaction factor that I'm self-satisfaction is you have to find your Ikigai. Okay. You can always go into the concept of Ikigai, read a book called Ikigai to get more. But if you want to be self-satisfied, I feel this is a very comprehensive kind of concept which covers what the world needs. In that, the spirituality comes. Okay, what the world needs, where you're able to serve. Okay, what you love. Okay, what you're good at, where you're trying to upskilling yourself. At the same time, the monetizing aspect also comes, not because the money should be there. It is just 8 hours of your time, at least when you're working, when you have to give. It is something that you should be enjoying also. At the same time, you're good at also. So for youngsters, especially because this audience is between 18 to 35 years, this slide is pretty relevant for you to have a self, if you want to be self-satisfied, if I have to say. Okay, so with this, I will end the presentation. I think there were a lot of glitches. I'm really sorry for that. It was literally out of my hand. But I hope there were some inputs which you can ruminate, think about it, and see how you can integrate it as a part of your day-to-day life. You don't have to take all the slides. I'm not saying that all the slides you have to something which really touched you, something which you can immediately put into practice or start experimenting. Take that as a concept, and that is a great service that you can do to yourself. I would say. With this, I would like to end my presentation. Thank you. Any questions are there? Probably I can take, but I think I have already over exceeded time. It is 9:24. I should have finished by 9:15 at least. Sorry for the technical glitches. Sairam, thank you.
Sairam sir, thank you so much for that enriching session. Dear sisters and brothers, we'll quickly take one or two questions. So any one of you who wants to ask can raise your hand. We'll be calling you. Sister Vaishnavi Mathur from Uttar Pradesh, you can unmute and go ahead with your question, please.
Sairam sir, thank you for the very insightful. You mentioned about the Karna story where you highlighted how a series of rejections was making him feeling the way he was feeling. In our daily life too, sir, we often face multiple rejections. I mean, I'll talk both in the personal and professional. And I believe that being Swami devotees, it does not really shake us from our faith. It does shake our self-belief and self-confidence. So how can we deal with it?
Sorry, so the last part, what do you say? How I did not catch the question. I understood it was about rejection, but last part, what was your question in that?
Yes, sir. So I was saying that with Swami's grace, since we are all Swami's devotees, rejections do not really impact our faith in Swami. We believe that, better things will come. But it sort of distorts our faith in ourselves. We begin to question our identities, our self-satisfaction. So how do we deal with those feelings and maintain that self-confidence?
Sure. So if I'm right, Vaishnavi sister, something is there. I think there is some crosstalk happening somewhere. Somebody has to unmute. Okay, fine. So you're talking about sometimes rejections can shake our self-confidence, self-worth. Okay. So see, I tell you, depends. Our no one thing can define ourselves. There's nothing one thing. If suppose somebody doesn't like you, or there's certain things you are not getting accepted. For example, you may be preparing for IAS, for example. It can be a professional thing, or it can be relationship where somebody is kind of not giving it the attention that you're probably giving, and you are not getting that reciprocation from that. It can be in relationship also. What I would say is, I'm not saying to suppress that feeling. It is a great awakening thing, because if suppose you're feeling hurt, don't blame yourself for that rejection. Rather, what you can see is many times, some people may advise, okay, see how you can improve, how you can sometimes, whether it is work or it is relationship, it is that maybe you're not meant for that person, or maybe you're not meant for that particular task, and we move forward, carry on. Okay, it is not that I am trying to always through motivation want to improve and improve. Improvement is certain things probably we're not supposed to be there. Okay, some things we can improve. There are certain deficiency. If we know we are able to work. I know this particular examination, I fell short of this preparation. I did a mistake. Now I know what I should do and I put effort and I change. But there are certain things when, especially relationship, a human relationship I'm talking about, there is no reason, okay, for somebody to reject. There is some reason in the sense the person doesn't like you. He or she need not have a reason to reject. Okay. So you will always be thinking, how do I make up for that? Okay. So it's better to move on. This in that context, I would say when it comes to human relationship. Whereas professional things and many things where you can improve, you can improve. Where you cannot, you can probably catch it. It is not that I got defeated and I'm giving up. So my confidence is no. Always Swami says Yatha Shakti. You know, the most important thing is sincere effort in any relationship or even profession. If you know you've given your best, it's all that matters. What comes from the other side, whether it is rejection, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So your self-worth should be connected to your self-effort and sincerity, not how the world is treating you or situation is treating you. I hope this kind of addresses your query.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Thanks.
so much. Sairam.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, I would request you to please stop sharing your screen, sir. Please, can you?
Oh, sorry. Yes, yes.
Yeah. That will
Yeah,
make your
yeah.
voice more clear, sir. We'll take one more question. Brother Shivam Sharma from West Bengal, can you please unmute and go ahead with your question?
Sairam, just to Sairam, sir.
One
Sairam,
second.
everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, I would like you to throw some more light on the concept of Ikigai. Actually, this is a very interesting concept, and I have read the book, but I have some specific doubts which I will uh, go and clear. But I need you to get. I need to get your perspective from the on that book Ikigai a bit more in detail.
Yeah. No, what is your if you can to begin in the interest of time also, so that what is the specific doubt that you have? If you can
Uh,
tell me that
the
doubt, then I
difference.
will.
Okay, the difference between passion and mission is that what you love and what you're good at is passion, and the what you love and what the world needs is mission. So actually, in detail, I want to dig and know your perspective on the difference between passion and mission.
See, passion, when you talk about mission, no, when we talk
Mhm.
about mission, it has got that element of sacrifice that it comes. Okay. You when you are doing something which you are passionate, okay, there's no, I mean, I will not say the sacrifice because passion is you're self-driven. Okay, you're doing
Mhm.
something because you already like you've got a passion. But when it comes to mission, no, the element of sacrifice is there. Okay, because you have to, in the sense, when you're doing something for others, it may not be necessary that you're 100% liking it. Okay, in the sense, in terms of comfort, how comfortable you
Mhm.
are. But at the same time, since in a bigger scheme of thing, in a bigger picture, okay, it fulfills in our case what we started. The first story is how much of love that I've given you, you're ready to share with me. If I'm very concerned and clear that at the end of the day, I have to stand in front of Swami and I'm answerable to Swami, and that is what most important for me. That is the defining thing. Then the word sacrifice will not count because it is part of your mission in the sense if this is what requires or needs to be done, I will do it because at the end of the
Mhm.
day he is happy. Okay, he means he inside you also, and so that becomes. But passion is something like so for example you may have passion for creativity. It is a natural. You have got the momentum because in your previous birth or certain things, no, you are already inclined in that direction. Already you got the momentum. Okay, so and you're good at it also, and you're good at it, and probably in your childhood you've got appreciation or you've got awards and recognition because of that. And anything which is giving you award and recognition, you tend to invest more time on that also. For example, a student who gets good marks in mathematics because also he ends up studying more maths. The irony is what, no, wherever we get attention and we end up doing it. For example, your teacher in maths is good to you,
Mhm.
you study more. The teacher in history is very rude to you. There's no mistake of history, but you end up reading less history because the teacher is
Yes.
bad to you. It is human mind. So whatever I am, whereas the irony is if you're bad in some subject, you should spend more time to improve yourself. But we are more emotional being. We go by the emotional flow. Okay. So when it comes to
Mhm.
mission, you have to keep aside the emotion, what I feel like doing. The Duryodhana's thing is there, no? I feel like doing it, so I do it. You should keep aside the
Mhm.
feeling. You should do what is necessary. It is not that, so you don't depend on motivation, rather, you depend on commitment. There's a difference between commitment and motivation. Okay, motivation. Now I may try to motivate you, but see, the motivation collapses the moment the environment motivation goes. But commitment
Yes.
remains wherever you are. Okay, so hold on to commitment. Make commitment and
So, yes, sir, please continue.
yeah.
So, sir, I was saying, is there really something exist like intersection of all the four, like what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for,
That
and
is
what
what
you are good
ikigai
at?
is. That is what the ikigai is. Now the intersection. If you see the center of this, I share the slide again. One second.
सर मैंने वो देखा, मैंने पूरा बुक देखा, लेकिन आई couldn't find my ikigai. मेरे को एक्चुअली मिला नहीं जिसमें चारों चीजें हो. तो
देखिए
you
ये एक process है.
found it.
It's a long drawn process. It will not happen overnight,
Yes,
but you have to put a lot of effort.
yes.
And see the quantity जो overlap कभी कुछ का overlap ज्यादा रहता है, कुछ का overlap कम होता है. Okay, but understood, no? For example, if you look at that image, let me share that image once. Just a second.
Visible, sir.
If you look at the image now, for example, you need something to do, okay, and you know that is a requirement by the world also, okay, and now you feel, okay, you can improve that skill. If you improve the skill, the contribution also will be higher, okay, and you're able to monetize that also. Monetize in the sense that is your job. So whatever you're working, आज तुम जो भी काम कर रहे हो, whatever you're working, okay, how that is helping you to contribute to the world. Okay, how, you see, it's not a thing like, you know, आज मन किया फिर एक साल बाद कुछ और. Some people keep jumping job, उनका mood change होते रहता है. That is the thing. Today I feel like getting into this sector. Now tomorrow I see somebody else doing better, either monetarily, because I'm looking at the money. Okay. Or sometimes we think, okay, that person has got more recognition, तो मेरे को वो करना चाहिए. Because हम लोग को ना अपने आप को रखना है. ठीक है. We have to see what is our strength, what is our. You yourself will look into your life. No, there are small dots that you have to reconnect. क्योंकि हम लोग जब whenever we हम लोग डॉट जोड़ते हैं ना, हम लोग जब एक एंगल रहता है आगे जाके, you should not compare yourself with others. You can take inspiration here and there from others, but see till now at this juncture what has been your journey and how you can take it forward. So it is a very evolving thing. It's a very organic thing. इसको ये नहीं कि हम कर दिए तो अगले 50 साल ऐसे रहेंगे, नहीं. Things are changing. अभी तो forget, in profession AI का जमाना है. We know artificial intelligence, how it is changing. So person who learns and adapts will survive. Okay.
Yes.
So, and the fundamental thing is what? Fundamental thing is the love that you are able to reach out to everybody. Okay. The doctor is also healing a patient. Okay. An engineer also is building a bridge. Okay. In their own way. The important thing is you're doing out of love. Okay. That love is the expression. The love is the current. Current. उसको समझिए. ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
Sir, can we go ahead with one more question? Or
Yeah, please tell me. Yeah.
Okay, Brother Kiran from Karnataka North can go ahead with the question. This will be the last question of the day.
Please mute, brother. I'm not able to hear Kiran, brother. I think he's speaking.
Brother Kiran, can you please unmute yourself? Now unmuted. Now I hope we are able to hear you. No, but still you're in mute. Yeah. We are not able to hear you, Brother Kiran. I think there has been some network
You have
issue.
to say accept the audio. Something is there. Some option is there, no? Audio connect or something.
Maybe Kiran brother is double muted in the laptop and in the mic.
Okay, Kiran brother, you can join back, leave and join back. Just see if it will ask for the audio. So meanwhile, sir, we can take another question from sister.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Yeah, Sister Sai Prashanti from Odisha, you can unmute and go ahead with your question.
Sairam sir, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you're audible, sister.
Yes,
Please go
sister.
ahead.
Sir, my question is the process of letting go supposed to be always hard, or is it just our perception that makes it look difficult?
It's always our perception. It's our perception. In a sense, Swami has many times told, it's so detachment is so easy. He'll hold the handkerchief and he'll leave it. It's so easy. Then one student asked Swami, it's very easy to do with the handkerchief. When it comes to human emotions, no, it is not so easy. Okay, how do we do that? How do we get rid of things? So we told, see, uh, it is you who make the things difficult by giving it more importance. Okay. See, I tell you, one, the greatest healer is time. Okay. Many times we are emotionally so much attached to somebody or something. Okay. And we think we can. I tell you what, time is such a powerful thing, no? There's a saying that time is so powerful that it can make a coal into a diamond. Okay, but it is all analytical. But when it comes to the world of emotions, no, letting go is when you observe it, no, when you recognize what it is, when you see as it is, without giving it any meaning, it melts, it disappears. Any problem in our life, no, the moment you look at it, just look at it in your meditation, just look at it. What is it? Okay, so what? You ask this, so what? ठीक है. So, और क्या? और क्या? ठीक है. So, when you ask like that, no, it feels like it's like a guest who's coming to you repeatedly. And if you give attention, if you give tea, chai, biscuit, will come more often. If you stop at it, it is knowing it will come more. If you just carry on living your life as if it is not existing only, तो बैठा बैठा थक जाएगा बाद में, मतलब मेरे को अटेंशन कोई भाव नहीं दे रहा है. It also has got an ego, यार, उसका भी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट होता है. Okay, so after some time, so you do your work, carry on as if it doesn't exist only. Over a period of the moment you're internally getting infected emotionally, also it knows it is affecting you to keep coming again and again. So you become over a period. That's healing. The healing is not saying that I not that you're in denial. Okay, it is there. Okay, fine. It is as good as a furniture or a chair, which is you have value only. Okay, but I don't have to go and sit on you, or I don't have to give any attention. I am busy in my own world. Over a period of time, no, that will fade off. It will just disappear, and you know it. It is not that you're trying to hoodwink. पता है कि वो है, आप जानते हैं, बस उसका उतना ही है, उतना ही उसको दर्जा दीजिए. हम लोग हिंदी में दर्जा बोलते हैं, इतना देना चाहिए बस. आया था. और कुछ लोग होते हैं या कुछ सिचुएशन आर लाइक दैट, दे आर सपोज टू टीच यू अ लेसन. They have done the part. Fine. Thank you. Internally, soul to soul, gratitude for that. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, sir. Thank you, sister, for that wonderful question. I request my dear sisters and brothers who are left with all their queries, you can go to the forum section of the LMS, your LMS portal, and you can post your queries. The forum section will open at 10 a.m. today, and it will be open till Thursday midnight. Also, the feedback form will be available from 10 a.m. onwards today, and it will close on Wednesday midnight. Please be very attentive to the messages in the national WhatsApp group, and please complete the activities on your LMS portal in the time limit given. Swami very lovingly says, in order to elevate oneself to the Pushti category, that is the fulfilled or the complete one must learn self-confidence and self-satisfaction. To be content with oneself, to derive joy from Atma, that is divine love. One should not be tempted by the external world, which merely pretends to give us happiness. Also, as Sir said, all our aspirations should be within the limits of Dharma only. Then only we can carry forward our journey towards God and attain moksha. And not to forget the happiness index. So, next time, if you're not happy, please count your desires, sisters and brothers. Let us all put our hands together in thanking our beloved Bhagwan for giving us this wonderful morning and this blessed session filled with His divine love. Words of gratitude for Dr. K.M. Ganesh sir for putting such a complex concept in simple terms. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to the respected conveners of the Sri Satya Sai National Leadership Program for Self-Transformation, Professor Yogendra Verma sir and Dr. Gopikrishna Pidatala sir, who has always been our sources of inspiration. Thank you, dear sisters and brothers, for joining us this morning and being so enthusiastic throughout the session in spite of the technical glitches. Thank you for making this session a big success. Last, thanking each and every member of the organizing team whose relentless efforts have helped to put together this session successfully and seamlessly. Dear sisters and brothers, I smile every day, and the self-satisfaction I get back with every return smile is all the joy this world needs today. Thank you and Jai Sai Ram. See you all in the evening. I would now request the IT team to move ahead with the Shanti Mantra.
समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय
जय